Hello, I'm Scott Holderson from Creative Consulting and Coaching. I wanted to spend just a few minutes discussing some psychometric data from a recent client named Waseem. We'll be looking at the DISC index from 1925 that will highlight his behavior. We'll look at the values index from 1908 that will talk about his motivations and drivers. And we'll also look at the attribute index from 1973 that will talk about what his genius is and how he relates to the outside world. So first, we'll be starting with the DISC behavior, which comes in two forms. We have conscious and subconscious behavior. You can see here in the red, yellow, green, and blue, those would be what we call a natural style. This is who Waseem is when he's not even thinking about it. It's about 80% of the time. So DISC stands for decisive, interactive, stabilizing, and cautious. For approaching problems and making decisions, he will be forceful, right? When working with others and sharing thoughts and opinions, he will be convincing, okay? For stabilizing his pace and how he works his schedule or agenda, he will be consistent, okay? His careful nature in the caution realm is he's got perfect clarity, meaning that his state doesn't change even when others are looking at him. So he knows exactly how to be careful in both states. We'll also look at the values and motivations. All right, so he has a very high theory driver here, which means he's almost twice as curious as the next person. He has a high economic drive for his bottom line that's tempered and coupled with a high altruist drive, which is about everyone else's bottom line or their results. So he's going to be very interested in a mutual win-win, and he'll make sure that that happens with a high political leadership drive, with a buck stops here attitude. In terms of interacting with the outside world, he is a practical thinking genius. Okay, we can see that right here. His maximizers are teamwork or any group effort, interpersonal communication, empathy, practical thinking, understanding others, planning and organizing, and balancing performance and people needs with the demands for the goals. I think that sounds awesome. We can see his top genius talents as well. It's concrete organization, practical thinking, respect for property, and status and recognition. Okay, so he's highly defined and has genius, command, and clarity of those skills. This sample was 90% accurate. If there was a higher validity score, there would be more, but for right now, that's what we could capture with the 90%, which is great. If you've not seen Waseem, you should. I'll get this shared so that everyone can understand his behavior, his motivations and drivers, and the top talents you should trust in. Thank you so much.